Good evening. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Pro Wrestling Talk video brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. My name is Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. So, I wanted to do this video to spotlight two particular Joshi wrestlers. The Peach Star Momo Kohgo and the Pirate Princess Kairi, or some may say Kairi Hojo, Kairi Sane, same person. So, about Momo Kohgo, we're gonna start with her. So, something was brought to my attention that I had no idea. I had no idea this even was a thing. And I had no idea that she was dealing with this sort of thing. So, just a little background on Momo Kohgo. Momo Kohgo was originally an actress. And then, she's been an actress. She's done, I want to say she's done a few movies or whatnot. She's also, done a little bit of modeling. But yeah, before she got into pro wrestling, she was an actress. And I think she did, a little bit, a couple of movies, but it didn't sound like her acting career really took off as big as probably she wanted it to be. So she ended up getting into professional wrestling. She had her professional debut in 2019. She's wrestled, in a couple of promotions overall. Kind of started off as a freelancer, but she's wrestled in Pro Wrestling Wave. She's wrestled for Actress Girls. She's wrestled for Ice Ribbon. And for the most part, this was at first during her time as a freelancer. And then she got to be a little more grounded in Actress Girls for a couple of years. Even had a excursion, had a little excursion to CMLL. And then she ended up landing big in World Wonder Ring Stardom. And that was 2022. And yeah, she's been with Stardom ever since. And it's good to see her also get spotlight on New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong events as well. And even some collabs. And has even made a couple of trips back to the U.S. Lately. So, Momo Kohgo's been very busy. Not to mention, to the surprise of a lot of people, she is 38 years old. Yeah, she's in her late 30s. She doesn't look it. She definitely doesn't look it. But yeah, she is 38 years old. I was pretty shocked when I found that out as well. But what was even more shocking was learning that she actually has Graves' disease and collagen disease. And she actually, it was shared with me, an interview she did back a couple of years ago with Actress Girls, where she opened up about this. And I'll put the link in the description. And apparently the interview was pretty much shared on through Reddit. So I'll put the link in the description that y'all can check out. But really, really interesting stuff. So, wanted to go through this and just break it down because it really shocked the mess out of me. It shocked the mess out of me. But here's everything. And this is just based on, the best translation that they could get for it. So, just bear with me. Here's what she says, and this is her quote, translated. says, my name is Momo Kohgo, and I am an actress and professional wrestler. I'm unexpectedly living with Graves' disease and collagen disease. My body is in a constant state of exercise, even when I'm asleep. So my body tires easily, especially my internal organs. On top of that, my acting and wrestling careers are both very physical. So I often end up sleeping around on my days off to recover my strength. I consulted with my doctor about my exercise regimen, and when I was able to do so, I did my best to build up my body and strength every day. I didn't want to give up on my dream because of my illness. When I saw people suffering from the same disease on social media, I wanted to comment on it, but I couldn't because I hadn't made this public information yet. I got into this industry because I wanted to make people happy and cheerful, so I decided to go public so that I could be a source of hope for people with the same disease. Like, as I'm reading this, I'm already like just more and more respect. And I'm already a fan of Momo Kohgo. You know, I was a fan of her since I first, laid eyes on her in Stardom and really got to see what she could do. So I've, been a fan of Momo Kohgo for at least a year. And just hearing about this more and more just has increased my respect for her. Let's continue. She says, I used to have a hard time crossing the street, and I had to endure the feeling of squatting on the train or bus and rest when I couldn't handle it. My muscles felt so weak that I couldn't climb stairs or sit in a chair to stretch. I hated myself for sleeping around every day because of my extreme tiredness. I know that feeling better than anyone else. After a few years of treatment, my condition got better. When I reduced my medication, it worsened and did not go into remission. But I was able to live a healthy life. I could pursue my dreams. Wow. So it's a bummer that, she got the treatment, she was doing better, and as soon as she stopped, the medication, then it never went into remission. So pretty much, it sounds like she has to deal with this for life. You know what I mean? It sucks. But, she's been doing well. She's been doing well. Let's continue. She said, as an actress, the film I starred in was nominated for the first time at a film festival. As a wrestler, I'm still a rookie, but I'm still fighting hard in matches. I wanted to say those things to the person I was back then, and the people who are in pain and hopeless about the future. I still sleep about 80% of the time on my days off, but I don't hate myself for sleeping anymore. Just do what you can do, and if you can't do anything, get a good meal delivered to you by Uber and have a good sleep. Hey, I like her. I like her thought process. I mean, she understands that this is something that's a part of her that she has to deal with for the rest of her life. And I can imagine it's difficult. I mean, I don't know. I can't relate. But I really admire her attitude, like taking on this and doing what she has to do. I'm sure it probably sucks, but she understands and realizes that she has to get her rest, and she needs to take advantage of that as best as she can in order to continue to live a healthy life. So, got nothing but love for her there. Let's continue. She said, it's not simple to say it'll be okay because the pain and severity of the disease varies from person to person. But I hope you can find hope and enjoyment while living with the illness. This is true even if you are not sick. Do what you want to when you are able to, while you are able to. Don't regret the things you didn't do when you can't do them anymore. That's why I give it my all every day. Of course, there are times when it's hard for me, including my physical condition. Again, don't get me wrong. It's different for everyone in terms of symptoms, pain, and what you can do. Please don't assume that because this person with the same disease was able to do it, you can do it too. Each person's pain and difficulty is unique to them. It's up to you to decide whether or not you can do it. Fair point. I mean, not everybody is able to easily handle their situation. Some may have it a lot worse than others. And it sounds like she understands that. But at the same time, she's at least making the effort to be a spark of hope. You know, will everybody be able to, to absorb that? You want as many as possible that are able to, but unfortunately, it might not always be that way. And she understands that. So, kudos to her for that. All right, let's continue. It says, at one point, my thyroid hormone levels were actually worsening to the point where it was interfering with my daily life. And the doctor at the university hospital said, are you really doing professional wrestling? You shouldn't be doing exercise. I didn't notice the deterioration and was wrestling normally at the time. The numbers are important and you have to deal with them, but they are not necessarily proportional to how painful they are. And it really depends on the individual. Finally, thanks to the office and the company that allowed me to join despite knowing that I was sick, and my family and friends for their support. Thank you always. End quote. The Peach Star Momo Kohgo. Wow. And just for some context, Graves' disease, as it has listed here, Graves' disease is an immune system issue, pretty much autoimmune system issue that creates too much thyroid hormones and affects the body in other ways, causing bulging eyes, muscle tremors, weight loss, red and thickened patches of skin, anxiety, and excessive tiredness. Whew. And it's interesting, like listing off those different things, because it's like, I mean, you look at Momo Kohgo and like, you would think that it's not, you would think that she would look normal, because I mean, I think she looks great for the way, the way that she looks. But, I just never would have imagined that was something that she was dealing with. Like, it's crazy. It's really crazy. But gotta give mad props to Momo Kohgo, who, by the way, recently did a really awesome cosplay. But, I just have to say, wow. Being able to go through, as a pro wrestler, actress, dealing with that disease, I think it's amazing. I think it's really amazing. And, wow. And the thing is, despite her being a rookie, it's been a few years now since her professional debut. But Momo, she's been, especially with the performances she's had on these NJPW Strong events, Momo Kohgo's been killing it. She's been killing it. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but Momo Kohgo's been killing it. So I really like what I've been seeing out of Momo Kohgo, and just, it's just unfortunate she has yet to win a championship. She has yet to win a championship. But I really hope and pray that Momo Kohgo can experience championship gold. Whether it's in Stardom or wherever she goes. I know she's in Stardom right now. She has a good chance. I know they have her, really pursuing that NJPW Strong Women's Championship. And honestly, I hope she eventually gets it. Either that, the high speed title, whatever championship. She's never held a championship in her pro wrestling career. It's been a couple of years, but I really hope and pray that Momo Kohgo will experience that before she retires, whenever she decides to retire. She's 38 currently, but I just, lately her promos have been really good. When she did the promo for the NJPW Strong Women's Championship tournament, like, did it in English. And, of course, she's multilingual. She can speak Japanese, she can speak Spanish, and she can speak English. So, I mean, like, Momo Kohgo, I just really feel like some may say, the total package. And you know what? I'm gonna just put up a picture of her. She looks amazing. She looks amazing. And it's crazy that she's dealing with these illnesses. And it just goes to show you never know. You never know what somebody is dealing with. And, I understand, she is pretty skinny, but I think she's a beautiful woman. Not only, wrestler, but just a beautiful woman in general. So I just really, she's been doing great promos. Her English is great. And, I really like how they've been showcasing her more. I mean, she's been on a couple of recent NJPW Strong events. She was in the Impact New Japan Pro Wrestling Multiverse United show. Like, in an Impact ring for the first time. And one of the things that I've been really wanting, I would love to see Momo Kohgo get a U.S. excursion. I think she would be perfect for a U.S. excursion. Now, I don't know, like, if she would still be able to balance, being able to wrestle, and be able to rest when she needs to rest in the U.S. compared to Japan. But, I mean, she's done very well. She's done very well since debuting. And, I just really feel like there's something very special in her. I love her moveset. Got that high speed, that lucha style. Got some strikes with her. And, with how she's been doing lately, you would think that she's probably not even a rookie. And I know it's been a couple of years since her professional wrestling debut, but I really just admire, being able to take on, dealing with those illnesses for life. Because, these, Graves' disease, collagen disease, this is part of her. This is something that she has to deal with for life. I don't know if there is a cure, but, she at least understands what she has to, deal with. But just every time I see her in that ring, she's just giving it her all. And her last handful of matches, she has done well. Really well. I really enjoyed when her and Willow Nightingale teamed up. They were fantastic. The work she did at Multiverse United in that Fatal 4-Way, fantastic. And at the, she's got a high-speed championship match coming up at the Stardom 5-Star Special in Hiroshima. I'm looking forward to that. And whether she wins it or not, I'm going to be rooting her on. And I hope and pray that whenever she decides to call it quits on her pro wrestling career, even if it's just one time, for one run, I would love to see her have a championship run. At least one. High-speed title, NJPW Strong Women's title. Take your pick. A tag team or a trios title would be a nice start, but honestly, I think she's worthy of a singles title. I think she's worthy of a singles title. Why not? I think she's worthy. Hard worker. I would love to see her be a singles champion. before she retires. And I don't know if she'll ever see this, but I just want to say, Momo Kohgo, you're a blessing. You're a blessing to this business, and I'm just so proud of you for just how you've been continuously fighting and being that spark of positivity and just of hope. Because I'm sure, like you said, many others out there that may be suffering from the same disease or similar, or just any type of illness in general. You know what I mean? And just you being an example of how, you can be an overcomer, that you can, make some adjustments, live that healthy life, which I'm sure she has to fight every day. I'm sure it's a fight every day. And like she said, she, 80% of the time, she has to get her rest, and I'm sure that's got to be difficult. I mean, I don't know if she's married or, has any kids or, or anything like that. But I mean, I'm sure if she does, I mean, who knows how difficult it may be or how much time she gets to, have fun or spend with family or friends, you know what I mean? So, but it sounds like she's handling it well. And just, Momo Kohgo, mad respect, mad kudos, a lot of love for you. Just for being that blessing, that positive spark. And, and I'm happy I've learned, this was shared with me, because like I had no idea, and I was already a fan of Momo Kohgo, but this just, my respect levels have just skyrocketed even more for her. Just fighting back, dealing with these illnesses and still just giving it her all in the ring. And I'm proud of her. I'm very proud of her. So my love goes out to you, the Peach Star. Her real name, Shiru Wakana, aka Momo Kohgo. Wish you the best. Gambare. And I can't wait for you to become a singles champion. I hope it happens. I pray that it happens. So, proud of you, Momo Kohgo. Okay. Now, before we switch gears to Kairi, here's a quick word on the sponsor for this video, Game Beauty. As you continue to watch and enjoy Blitzball Champ gaming content here on the U to the Tube, be sure you take a moment to check out the link to the description for Game Beauty. Game Beauty offers a variety of video game themed makeup and cosmetic products. They offer items such as eyeshadow palettes, elemental pearl highlighters, eyeshadow brushes, and even non-makeup items such as these graphic t-shirts. They also have collaboration items like this Persona 5 Royal Limited Edition makeup collection, as you can see here, which you can get it as a full collection, or you can get different bundles of this collection, as well as different pieces separately. Also, Game Beauty offers free domestic and international shipping to most countries for orders over $60. And be sure to use the promo code Blitzball_champ, all in caps, and you can get 10% off of your order. So be sure to take advantage of that nice little discount. And now, back to our regularly scheduled video. Enjoy. Okay. Kairi, the pirate princess. Now, the big buzz about her is she has agreed to terms for a return to WWE. Now, she's got a couple of, bookings left to do up to the end of September in Japan. All Japan Pro Wrestling. She just got signed to a great show in September. She's got Sendai Girls coming up. So she's going to be busy. She's going to be busy, with a handful of shows coming up to the end of September. And supposedly the word is perhaps that she will be in WWE around November, December, or maybe even the beginning of 2024. But end of September, she's going to go on hiatus for a while. I guess to probably preparation, I would think. Now, one of the things that has been reported was that Kairi's decision to return to the WWE seems to be based on her confidence that this second stint will be a lot better than her first, and being that her best friend Io Sky is now, a top singles champion. She became WWE Women's World Champion, cashing in Money in the Bank. Didn't like how she became champion, but she is champion. So she's thinking she'll be able to get better usage under the creative direction of Triple H, which we do know that in her first stint with the WWE, she won the first Mae Young Classic. She was a NXT Women's World Champion, or NXT Women's Champion. She was Female Competitor of the Year, Overall Competitor of the Year, and she is one half of the longest reigning WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, the Kabuki Warriors, her and Asuka. Now, here's my thing. There are a lot of people on social media bashing Kairi and insulting her intelligence for her making this decision. And I think it's downright ridiculous, the hate and bashing that she has been getting. To all those out there doing that, let me ask y'all something. What the heck do you expect her to do? She came back to Stardom. Word is it was on a per appearance sort of deal, and come to learn that she did not get booked as many dates as she hoped for. So it sounds like her return to Stardom didn't go as well as she had hoped for. What the heck do you expect her to do? Like, I don't understand why folks are that shocked by this decision that she's made. I mean, what really else has she done in Stardom in her return? The biggest thing that she's really gotten was she made history in becoming the first ever IWGP Women's Champion. But then, when you look at it, how well did that really go for her? Her first defense was at Wrestle Kingdom in a 5-minute match with Tam Nakano. And then she lost on her second defense at Battle in the Valley to Mercedes Moné. And then she eventually lost it in her second defense against Mayu Iwatani. So it's not like the IWGP Women's Championship has really been showcased that well since its debut. But yeah, she's had that, and she's had a very short Artists of Stardom championship run. That's it. That's it. Because remember, it was a restart. It was her, Natsupoi, and Saoriano. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, she's made this decision to return to the WWE, and folks are bashing her for it. Like, what the heck do y'all expect her to do? What do y'all want her to do? Like, I don't really get the bashing. At the end of the day, she's going to do what she feels is best for her. Not to mention, we have no idea how her booking is going to be in this second stint. It could be better. It's very possible. I'm not saying it's going to be that way, but I'm not going to freaking jump to conclusions before she even arrives. She hasn't even arrived yet. It's like, folks need to chill. Folks need to chill. I mean, what? Would you rather her go to AEW? I mean, their women's division isn't that great. I mean, Impact, I know Gail Kim would have loved to have had Kairi. And, Impact has, decent knockouts division, and as far as the singles, tag team, that's another story. But they might be on the rise of making it better. But still, like, not to mention, who knows? Maybe she wasn't getting paid as much money as she had hoped for. It's possible. I don't know. But being that she wasn't getting as many dates as she hoped for through Stardom, I mean, that kind of says something. So it's like, I mean, I could understand she probably could have done the freelancer route, perhaps. Which, I mean, she has, a couple of dates coming up, and that's great. But it's like, I mean, what do y'all expect? What the heck do y'all expect? Not only that, this could be a situation where she wants one last opportunity to shine bright on the biggest stage. Because let's not kid ourselves. WWE, despite its ups and downs, is one of the biggest stages in professional wrestling. There's no arguing that. There's no arguing that. So it's like, and if that's what she wants, I get it. I get it. I hope it works out for her. But I'll support her wherever she goes because, like I've said before, I'm a pro wrestling fan. All this tribalism bullcrap is ridiculous. It's childish. It's dumb. Here's my thing. There's no telling what kind of angle she'll be back on in the WWE. The possibilities are pretty endless. She could sync back up with Asuka, reunite the Kabuki Warriors. I mean, they still hold the record for longest reigning tag team champs. She could get paired up with Damage Control. I mean, her and Io Sky are best friends. Maybe she'll get the legit singles run that she should have had in the first place. Don't know. Don't know. But we'll see what happens. That's all I can really say. Not only that, Kairi's not getting any younger. I believe she's, 34, 35, or about to turn 35? Like, who knows? Maybe this is her last hurrah, her last big hurrah before maybe she decides to either, one, call it quits, or maybe she wants to start a family with her husband before, it's too late. Because I can understand, as ladies get older, high risk pregnancy, I can understand that. But maybe she wants to eventually do that. So, I mean, she had already, in her press conference, she had already even contemplated retiring after she lost the IWGP Women's Championship. Yeah, she said that in her press conference. So it's like, dang. Like, folks on here, get ready to be disappointed. She must not know how the booking's been going. Wrestlers making dumb decisions. They don't think. I'm like, do y'all really have to go that far and insult her intelligence? Like, seriously? And what really makes me sick about a lot of these folks that do this, you talk so much crap about WWE, yet you're still sitting there watching the product. If it's that bad and you hate it, why do you still watch it? I'll wait. Help me to understand. If you're a fan of her, you should hope that things work out. May not agree with the decision, and that's fine, but let's not jump to conclusions before anything happens. She isn't even there yet. She's not even there yet. She's not even there yet. I could see if folks were pitching a fit with how things are going with her while she's there and whatnot. I could understand that. But y'all, she hasn't even arrived yet. Chill. Wait and see what happens. It could end up being better than we all imagine. Wait and see. Stop jumping to conclusions. Also, I wanted to throw in there, apparently in a recent interview or whatnot, she was asked about a male wrestler she would want to face, and apparently she said Brock Lesnar, which I'm like, oof. I don't know about that. But, I mean, that's what she wants, hey. Who knows? We might even get the Sky Pirates back. Sky Pirates were undefeated in NXT. Could get that. I mean, I would rather have, me personally, main thing I want is Asuka versus Kairi, because it's never happened before. Period. I mainly want that to happen, personally. I mean, I think if that never happens, I feel like it's a bust. But at the end of the day, it's not about what I think. It's about her. And if she's happy, I'm happy. That's the main thing. If she's happy, I'm happy. So I hope it works out. I hope it works out. And folks are like, oh, I have no sympathy. No sympathy for Kairi. No sympathy. What the heck did you expect her to do? Because right now, Stardom ain't giving her much. Because Stardom's not doing it. Like, what the heck do y'all expect? Like, it's ridiculous. And folks are on here going as far as to insult her intelligence, calling her dumb, showing her no sympathy. What do y'all expect her to do? She went back to Stardom, Look at what that ended up doing overall. Did a little bit of something, something, but not all what she thought was going to be or how we may have panned out for it to pan out to be. So it's like, dang, what do y'all want her to do? It's like, oh my God, man. It's like you hate the idea of her going to WWE, and you hate WWE. You bashed them so much, yet you still watch the freaking product. But whatever. Whatever. All I know is if things end up working out for her, I don't want to hear jack. I don't want to hear jack. I'll just say that. But anyway, that's all I pretty much have. Don't forget to check out the link to Game Beauty. Also, check out the link to Reddit with the interview with Momo Kohgo as she opened up about her illnesses. And let me know what your thoughts are. What are your thoughts on Momo Kohgo? What are some of your favorite moments of hers? What do you like about Momo Kohgo? What are your thoughts about those that have discovered, these illnesses? Do you believe Momo Kohgo will become a champion before she retires? Remember, she's 38 years old. Only been wrestling for a couple of years, since 2019. So, let me know your thoughts there. Kairi. She's coming back to WWE. What are your thoughts on the fact that she, things didn't pan out so as well with Stardom as it could have been? What do you think about her return to WWE? And at the same time, folks need to chill out and actually see what happens. But let me know what your thoughts are. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell while you're at it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. For another Pro Wrestling Talk brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. My name is Jason Ingram. Hope everybody has a blessed evening, and I will see y'all in the next video. Take care.